The biggest risk I've ever taken might surprise you. In the spring of 2020, there was a lot going on. As many of you recall, we were in the middle of a pandemic.
China has identified the cause of the mysterious new virus.
Coronavirus.
This is a rapidly emerging situation.
2020 is now the deadliest year in U.S. history.
A pandemic that was so ingrained in the fabric of society that I still don't say the words often because during that time, I actually started this YouTube channel. We're coming up on the 3-year anniversary, and what I really think about often when it comes to this channel is, wow, one, productivity app guy, Dimitri Panici, reaching this point, definitely the biggest risk I've ever taken, was sitting down in front of a camera and thinking people would want to watch me talk. Funny enough, a majority of my childhood, I was told to shut up, like a lot. If people knew me as a kid and saw me now, they probably still would tell me to shut up. But regardless of that fact, what I do know is that the risk of sitting down in front of a microphone to talk to an audience has been, in essence, one of the greatest decisions I've ever made. I said, you know what, Dimitri, you're going to not get an internship going into your 5th year of college. Yes, the pandemic was going on and it was kind of hard for anybody to get anything, but I just straight up was like, all right, mom and dad, like I'm going to focus on something that I think I can build. And in a long time from now, I think it's going to do something. I think it's going to do something for me. And from what I noticed, the work that I put into Rise Productive has really helped me as a person grow, understand how people think, and even help me in my day job. But the crux of the truth is, a lot of people see this personality on the internet now and they work under the assumption that, wow, productive guy, he's so productive. But during college, at the beginning of it, I wasn't like that. And honestly, I don't know if I was quite as talkative as you probably see because of all the times that I'd been told, shut up, kid, when I was younger. Now, the hard part about it is that I focus so much on getting so much content out there that I don't even like associate the amount of words that I say on the internet as things that I'm saying. It's almost like it is just a part of the fabric of my being. I don't even need to think about like, yeah, video coming out today. I'm putting out about 5 to 10 minutes of content on the internet. And I have enough of a filter where I know I'm pretty much not going to say anything that I will regret. And it's a practice that I've learned over the last few years, but let me give you a rundown of how overcoming this fear of talking to a huge audience after being deemed the talkative kid, the annoying kid, has really changed my life. So first and foremost, being so passionate about a topic like productivity, and then essentially being pigeonholed into being forced to be an expert on apps has allowed me to gain technical skills that have improved my own workplace productivity because I understand how workflows should happen. I understand the concept of deep work, automation, delegation, and oftentimes people are impressed with like, oh wow, he automated this task for the checks of the company. That's really helpful, thank you. And also, to speak freely, like I do make side income on this, and it is something that has improved every single month that I've had this channel. There are minor ups and downs, but at least quarterly, we'll just come out with more money. I don't even look at it from a quarterly perspective, but you get my point. Every single month that I work on this, things keep getting better. And it's because I overcame the fear of talking too much. Because you know what? I really don't care. I really don't care what people think. I have come to terms with the fact that my Instagram switched from a personal Instagram to a YouTuber's Instagram. And a lot of the people that I went to high school with and college with, they might be laughing at me, but I do genuinely wonder whether they'll laugh at me more so in the future or if they understood like what my life was like now. Because it might be dorky to be the productivity app guy. It might be dorky to talk about productivity principles. But what isn't dorky is getting to love what you do. And that is the truth. I managed to overcome a fear and take on risks that I never thought I would. And there is nothing more special than having even a team behind me now, which was like the second huge risk I took. And the fall of 2022 was the first time I ever got help. I finally had an editor and an assistant, and I like have people who support this channel consistently from internal and external standpoints. My podcast co-host Chance has been like my best friend the last couple of years while like wanting to be a part of Rise Productive, and it's been one of the most rewarding relationships that I've ever had. And I just want to make this video so that you know that while it's like, yeah, okay, this guy's got 10,000 subscribers, like what does he know? Well, what I know is that if you look at it from like a standpoint outside of just the subscribers, I do pretty well for a 10,000 subscriber YouTube channel, and I mean that in more than one way. Financially, to speak candidly, I do pretty fine considering the niche is more business to business or high value consumer to business, and it has a high RPM, so I get more ad revenue than like vlogging or gaming channels. And I'm also very fulfilled by just what I do. Like the thought of making automations and setting up workflows for my editor to get him to work faster is like my dream. When I was able to automate the YouTube descriptions from him, I felt really happy that I was helping an employee out. When I realized that this guy was making my videos better every month, that made me happy. When I realized that like a couple years into the podcast with Chance, like that we were boys and like I had a really close friend who cared about a business that I was trying to build, I was like, dang. And if that's success, I don't really know what is. But I do know this. If you have a fear of overcoming talking at a microphone, writing a blog, doing anything like that, send that fear to the woodshed and just do it. Because as Seneca once said, we often suffer in imagination more than in reality. Just like you'll probably suffer if you don't check out this video on how to improve your productivity even more.